All right, today we are going to do section 10.4. It is called Space Figures. I wish it was as cool as it sounds. It sounds like figures in space, but not quite. All right, so space figures are also called solids. So we can write that into our top, solids. So I'm going to do my best to draw. I apologize if it doesn't look very good, but I'm trying, you guys. Okay, so let's talk first about a prism versus a pyramid. Okay, I'm going to try to draw this the best I can. Let's do a triangular prism. So I'm going to have two triangles for my bases. And then I just connect each corner. I'm going to dot this one because that one is one I wouldn't see. So these ones would actually be dotted too because I wouldn't see those ones. Okay, so a prism has two parallel bases that are congruent. Okay, so this one has a triangle base, They are the same size, same shape, same everything. Then it is a prism. Okay, we also have a pyramid, whereas if I had a triangle for my base, okay, and then they came to one point, which is called our vertex. All right, let's see if I can do this one here. That one you would see, this one you would see. Like I said, I apologize for my poor drawing, okay? Let me try that again. Okay, so I have a base that is a triangle. This would be solid, this would be, there we go, we'd come together at a point in our vertex. This would be dotted, this would be solid, this would be solid. I mean, we all know what a pyramid looks like, right? So a pyramid has one base that is a polygon, so it has to be more than one side. And the lateral faces, so right here, lateral faces are triangles. Okay, so I've got a triangle. If I flipped it over, I'd have a triangle and a triangle and a triangle. All right, we have a few more shapes to talk about. Okay, now I'm going to talk about a cylinder and a cone. Okay, so our cylinder has a circle on top, and then we come down, kind of a circle on the bottom, and then dot, 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 dot. Okay, so a cylinder has two parallel bases, just like our prism we were talking about. Parallel bases. But those bases, two parallel bases that are congruent, circles. Okay, so in order for it to be a cylinder, it has to have a circle on the top, circle on the bottom, and that makes it a cylinder. Then we have a cone. Okay, so the cone is going to start off like a cylinder, has a circle base, but again, just like our pyramid, it has a vertex. Okay, so then that comes down to the side, that comes down to the side, and it's just like a cone, like an ice cream cone. A cone has one circular base and one vertex. Okay, we have one more thing to talk about. This will be the most fun to draw. We have our friend the sphere. S-P-H-E-R-E, okay? Now, how we're going to draw a sphere is we're going to go like this, and dot, 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 dot. Okay, so what a sphere, it's going to be just like our circle, where we have our center of the sphere, and from the center to the outside, that is the radius. A sphere is the set of all points in space that are given distance from a given point called the center. We'll just call it a sphere. Okay, so now that we know what all of our shapes are called, we have to kind of name them. Okay, so I'm going to just go through a couple problems on your homework, and then we can kind of, well, I'll probably do the odds and make you do the even, something like that. Okay, so number 1 shows a picture of a circle, and it kind of goes joop, joop. So we have to say, for each figure, describe the base. The base is a circle, so we would write, the base is a circle. Okay, and then it says, if any, and name the figure. So the base is a circle, better put a capital T, make it a sentence, and the figure is a, okay, let's go back to what we already know. This one looks a lot like a cone. Okay, so this figure is called a cone. All right, let's do number 7 next from your homework. Number 7 looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 rectangles and 2 squares on each side. Okay, so if I took this and I folded it up, I folded these 2 edges up, and then I wrapped this one around the whole thing, I would make something that looks like this. Da, 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 da. Okay, and then it's going to ask you, what is that shape? Now, this is something we haven't really talked about, so I'm glad I'm doing it here. First, we have to say, is it a prism? Is it a pyramid? Is it a cylinder? Is it a cone? Well, I see I have 2 opposite shapes that are polygons. That means one with more than one side. So I know it's going to be a prism. Okay, so I know it's a prism. Then we have to name it. What is the base? The base on this one is a square. So this one we would call a square prism. Okay, here's my base. It is a square. It has another base over here. So I know it's not a pyramid or a cone. It's not circles. Okay, so this is a square prism. So that's all we have to do. We kind of have to fold it up in our brains and say, okay, if I fold that up and I fold those sides around, it would make a square prism. Okay, it's kind of tricky, but you just kind of have to work with it and try to fold it in your head. Let's do another one. Let's do number 8. Now number 8's triangle, 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 triangle. Okay, so if I folded this one up, and then I closed it up with this one, I would have something that looks like this.
Did you find it?
So this one would be a, let's look, it is a pyramid. Okay, so that one would be a pyramid. Then we say, what's the base? Well, the base is a triangle, so we'd call it a triangular pyramid. So that would be our answer for number 8, is a triangular pyramid. I've got 1, 2, 3 sides on the top and 1 on the bottom. That'd be 4 triangles, and that's how many I drew here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is kind of hard because you have to be able to visualize yourself folding those up. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could cut it out and actually fold it up if that would help you. But we just kind of have to get good at visualizing what would that look like if I folded it up. Okay, let's. All right, our directions say for exercises 13 through 15, write the most precise name for each space figure that has the given properties. So if I have a space figure that has 4 lateral, that means up and down, lateral faces that are triangles. Okay, this is going to be tricky. So I know it has to have 4 triangles on it. So I'm thinking to myself, what shape has 4 sides? Okay, so if I have my 4 sides here, I'd make a square because a square has 4 sides. Then I know it has 4 shapes, so it's got to be a pyramid. So let's see, if I make 1 triangle here, 1 triangle in the back, 1 triangle on the side, 1 triangle at the front, I'd have 1, 2, 1 in the back, 1 on this side, 4 lateral faces that are triangles. So what is our base? Our base is a square, and this would be a pyramid. Okay, so let's go over number 17. Number 17 wants you to draw a pentagonal, a net. Ooh, let me talk about that. So a net is just if you took all the shapes and you laid them flat. So if I have a triangular pyramid, okay, so I know I'm going to have my vertex. Each side's going to go down. Okay, so if I'd start with my base, I'd have my triangle here. Okay, and then I'd lay this side out, and this side out, and that would be my triangular pyramid. If I took from that vertex and I opened up every side, I would get something that would look like this. So this is called a net. Okay, so for number 17, they want you to draw a pentagonal pyramid. So that means we know our base is going to be a pentagon. Penta means 5, so we have 5 sides. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's my pentagon. And now, if it is going to be a pyramid, I know that all lateral faces would have to be a triangle. Okay, so I'm going to make my triangle here, triangle here, triangle here, here, and here. Okay, so that is what my net would look like for a pyramid because all sides are triangle. All lateral faces are triangle. Our base is a pentagon. I think that's all I'm going to do with you today. So if you have any questions, please come in and ask, and I would be very happy to help you. I will see you later. Thanks for watching.